Behind the scenes are what the players do on a daily basis, and also some great tries at the start of the season. We do things differently than other teams. This year's pre-season, I believe we're unique in that we start work straight after the season's finished. So I think we're in less than 10 days after the final at Belfast. We continue to work for 4 weeks before giving the guys a holiday late in the season. We believe it works because it means that you don't get the loss of fitness and loss of focus that most other teams have when they go away for a month or 5 weeks after the end of the season. We also have done things differently this pre-season. We went to Canada, took on an international team, flew out there, which had its challenges, which was great for building resilience within the group, but also gave us an excellent preparation going into Pro 12. What we do consistently, what the players do consistently, is work really hard. So that's not changed over the last 4 or 5 years. In fact, the work that the players have put in have got better and better. And we know that because we have GPS systems. We obviously watch the training very closely, and each season the players are working much harder. So we're in a really good place, not just for the games that are coming up, but for the whole of the season. I think the work the players do in pre-season has been a massive factor in how we've finished the season strong. So the last 3 or 4 years we've finished with the best record out of any team in the Pro 12. That's because the players put that work in right throughout the year. A couple of highlights for me in pre-season. We had a week in France. We were hosted by Clermont. We got to visit their facility, spent a day there, so it was a lot of learning for us off the field. We also got to train against them, which was great for players and coaches. We got to take part in the session as well. Our players got to train against, but also with the Clermont players. So having spoken to Clermont coaches after, they found it really beneficial. We did too. We went up against the Clermont Park on the Tuesday, and then played them again on the Friday night. And we learned a lot in that few days, and we improved our performance and got really stuck in against a quality side. Other highlights, we had a day at the Marines. You saw some of the footage in the video there. That was on a Wednesday, so what normally happens in pre-season is we work hard on a Monday, hard on a Tuesday, hard on a Thursday, hard on a Friday, but we're easy on a Wednesday, just a recovery day in yoga. But now and again we look for something different on a Wednesday. So you saw clips there of us going rowing. What else did we have there? Cycling at the Chris Hoy Velodrome. And then the one day we thought this will be different, we'll go to the Marines. And the Marines hosted us up at Faz Lane. So as you know, players are thinking this is just a team building day, one of the easy days of the week. And Peter Murchie, who's here tonight, our captain during this period, said it was the hardest day he's ever had at Glasgow Warriors. So quite good for a day off. You can tell that the players might not admit it to you tonight, but they enjoyed it. You can see the work they're putting in there. It was competitive, it was group against group, and they got a lot out of it. What else? Early season games. Just want to cover, for me, I believe that the squad are playing very close to their potential, which is great to see. It took us a while to get going against Scarlets, but that second half performance and the character they showed was tremendous. And I knew we were in a very good place, seeing the players come back and almost win the game, dominate the second half and show a lot of character and pride. The following week against Connacht, ahead of expectations. We were at one stage 30 points to 6 up against a team that had only 2 players missing for the World Cup, and who already are a quality side. So the ability of our players that night to play high tempo rugby and see out the win was great to see. And then we had a friendly against British Army, and we thought that was going to be a really tough game. The Army had been preparing hard for that game. They're in the Armed Forces World Cup just now. The rain came down heavy in the warm-up. We thought it's going to be a messy game, and the players really stepped up. Very clinical, played at high tempo, low number of errors in a wet night, and we ended up winning 70 points to 0 or 71-0. And that got our belief going that our rugby's at a good level. And last week, I'm sure you would have been watching on TV, We were close to producing one of the best results in the club's history, winning away at Munster, which was really impressive to see, but also very frustrating. And our players have put so much effort in, but didn't get the victory. So we know there's still a lot to do, a lot of work, a lot of learning for us, but we're seeing the players working really hard. And I've also got to mention to Dan McFarlane, who's our new forward coach, who's here tonight. The work he's putting in and the improvement we're seeing with the forwards is great to see. So if you see Dan tonight, just say hello to him, and I just want to officially say thanks, Dan, for all the work you've done so far. Okay. I have to mention that there is another tournament going on just now, the Rugby World Cup. This is a brilliant time for rugby. There's so many articles about the game, there's rugby on TV every second day. I think that the games in the World Cup have been fantastic. We have 21 players involved in the tournament, which is tremendous for the club, and also for them as individuals. They will come back better players. We've got a few here tonight that have came straight from games yesterday. Simone and Greg Peterson played yesterday and they're here tonight, and Sela also played on Friday against All Blacks, so it's great to see them. But we'll be a much stronger club for having so many players at the World Cup. With 13 players involved for Scotland, yesterday, Saturday, I'm losing track of my days, so 13 players plus another 4 in that squad that could be involved in a quarter-final, and I know it fills us with pride as Glasgow Warriors supporters to see our players playing well for Scotland. We now have a lot to look forward to. We have 16 games in a row starting this Friday. That's never happened before for Glasgow, for the club. Normally there's gaps in the season with November tests and then into Six Nations, so 16 games in a row. I can't wait to see our squad get stuck in, starting from this Friday. We have enough depth and enough quality to be really strong during those 16 games. Last year we had 37 full internationals, so 37 test players in a squad of 45, I think it was, a pro squad, which is an amazing number. And with the players that have retired, like Al, and the players that have left, you'd think that that number would have reduced. Well, actually it's increased. We've now got 38 test players with the guys that got capped over the summer, so we know we've got a quality squad, and they'll be competing hard every day at training, and it'll make my job and the fellow coach's job very difficult to pick the right team every week. I want to mention, before I introduce the players that are coming up to the stage, I just want to mention the new players we have in the squad. First of all, those that have been recruited from within. We have 5 players that graduated from the academy. We have 2 players just now who are still in the academy that are in our playing squad, Robbie Ferguson and Scott Cummings. We have 4 players on what we call partnership contracts. Some of them are here tonight. Will Bordill, Gregor Hunter, Javen Sebastian and Jason Hill. And that's a really fantastic initiative for the club game, but also for us. It means that we can go on a joint partnership with a club, and we see that these players have a future in the professional game for the club. They get their players training full time, maybe playing for them a lot during the season, or maybe playing for us. And I really think with last year we had 3 or 4 players in that role, and 4 this year, it will help us and the club game. We also have 5 players on part-time contracts, players that came in to cover the World Cup who have been of vital importance for us. And I'll mention them all. Gary Strain, Stephen Finlay, George Hunter, Niall Godsmark, and Rory Clegg, who's here tonight. And I think we just want to, Rory's still got a few weeks. Rory's still got a few weeks with us, but I just want to wish you all the best. When you do leave us, Rory, you've been fantastic in your time with us, and good luck at Oyonnax.